Welcome to Tweet of the Week. We are very excited that we have some artwork to brighten our stage here today. I want to thank Addison Ledyard, a kindergarten student from Yellow Springs Elementary, for her beautiful picture, Owls in a Tree, submitted by her teacher, Kristen Shields Roberson. And if you take a close look at the owls, you will see that they are actually made of cupcake liners. I love the creativity in that, and we very much thank Addison for brightening up our set. The other thing brightening up our set today is Jamie Hitchner, our curriculum specialist for elementary health and phys ed, who tweets a lot. And so I know, Jamie, that it was really hard for you to pick just one.
We've had a very busy May. Thank you for having me, Dr. Albin. We've had a very busy May, National Physical Education and Sport Month. We were honored to have that proclamation with the Board of Education earlier in the month of May. And anything from our involvement with the Frederick Keys, the Family Fitness Weekend, was celebrated in the beginning of the month. And there were several tweets that went out through our community about a wonderful weekend, just to embrace that attitude that healthy activity is one of the best things we can do for our personal wellness. Then we moved to the Hugh B. Nolan track meet, an annual event. This year we celebrated our 40th anniversary of that event, and there were over, I want to say, 1,186 students that participated on the elementary level and well over 600 students that participated on the middle school level. So again, a very busy time for us, and really glad to have those opportunities for our students in Frederick County Public Schools. Probably one of the most delightful parts of my year personally in this role is to be able to go out to our elementary schools and celebrate the field days that conclude the school year. And most recently, the tweet I think that got some of the most traction was a celebration of a STEM project with the physical education teacher at Emmitsburg Elementary. And Sarah Palmer is the physical education teacher there. And she, along with some of her colleagues in the building, were able to help the 5th grade students generate a project that ultimately allowed them to design, build, and manage a miniature golf course that they hosted in their gymnasium. And they also made this part of their field day activities. One better, the theme of each hole was centered upon a piece of literature that the students had read or been familiar with throughout their entire experience at Emmitsburg, even back when they were pre-K kindergarten students. And so it was really unique to see such creativity, innovation, ingenuity, all rolled into a project that I'm sure the students up there loved. As I was able to observe and witness and play with some of the students as they went through the course, it was just such a marvel to see that their creativity allowed them to really embrace one of the pieces in our mission, and that's to have those attitudes and perceptions to embrace physical activity for a lifetime. And golf is a lifetime sport.
Especially miniature golf.
Absolutely. And the miniature golf was so intricate, much like our artwork. Just some examples of folks using cotton balls to illustrate Mary, Mary Had a Little Lamb. And there was Hansel and Gretel, and you would have to navigate your golf ball on the trail to follow the breadcrumbs so that you could ultimately land at the hole.
Oh, neat.
It's very unique, very unique. So I wanted to tweet that out, certainly deserving, and give a shout out to Ms. Palmer and the students of Emmitsburg Elementary. And in fact, the tweet caught such traction that I was contacted by a member of the Great Activities magazine, and Ms. Palmer has agreed to give permission to share that idea in a national publication. And where that went from just the use of social media was that she's also been offered the opportunity to present that idea at next year's Maryland State Conference in October. So we're just really thrilled that many of our teachers are doing similar things throughout the county, and just really thrilled that we can represent Frederick County Public Schools in a way that, again, embraces our ideals to share with our students and our parents, our community members, just that attitude and perception that values daily physical activity.
Wow, there was just like so much rolled into that, as you said, that integrating content areas to promote something. the power of social media, the attention that the tweet got. Now, who knows what will happen after Tweet of the Week? You know, she could be invited to even more. So I just have to ask, which was the hardest hole for you?
I believe there were 14 holes that were dedicated to the space there. I would have to say that the Hansel and Gretel hole that I referred to earlier was the most difficult because there was an intricate little barn, and those breadcrumbs went in and through the barn.
Oh.
The barn all made out of natural resources and tree bark. These students, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention this as well, every hole was made out of recyclable material. So the borders of each hole were soda bottles, water bottles that had been used. They used duct tape in a very marvelous way to really outline the course. Not only each student or student group had to focus in on their individual hole, but how to lay out the course and manage the course so that everyone's hole fit into the design space. And I guess as far as the challenge of that particular hole, going in that little barn, which seemingly looked like trying to put a golf ball through a mouse hole, not much room for air. And that's where the breadcrumbs led, so you were supposed to go there.
And again, just a marvelous way to integrate everything they've learned and apply it. So I just have one suggestion for Ms. Palmer when she does this next year, which I assume she will be. She needs to remember to invite the superintendent who loves to play golf to check out this miniature golf course.
I will be happy to relay that message, and we'd be delighted to have you participate, as I'm sure the folks at Emmitsburg would have you along.
I'll let you know what my handicap is so that she can take that into consideration too.
Very good.
Jamie, thank you so much. As you said, so many wonderful things happening, and what a great example of what we want learning to be for kids. Integrated, fun, an application to real life, and I am so glad that it's getting the attention and doing something to let people know about all the amazing things that happen here in Frederick County Public Schools. So thank you so much for being here today.
You're very welcome.
Hope you enjoyed this session of Tweet of the Week. Remember, we're always looking for good ideas, the amazing things our teachers do. Tweet about it, and who knows, maybe you'll be next. Join us next time for Tweet of the Week.